What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. This has been such a difficult video for me, so apologize if this isn't one of my most well-spoken videos. I think I just need to come to the realization that that's going to be the case and record until I feel like I've said all I need to say. The first thing, the most important thing, is thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel, for coming to this video, whether it was this video or the 1,000 before it, whether you hit the like button or you didn't, whether you subscribed or you didn't. I appreciate you and what you've helped my channel become. And I hope that you would appreciate me as a creator enough to follow onto my Patreon and spend $2 a month for this content. Now, talking about why. Why is going to be different for every YouTube creator. We all have to make decisions that best suit us. And there's two main reasons I made this decision. And I am extremely comfortable with this decision. The first reason is I believe in the regulation that is causing this issue. And I understand that there are going to be some innocent victims, and I am more than comfortable being one of them. So if you're unfamiliar with what happened, the FTC basically fined YouTube $160 million through the COPPA regulation that basically says you can't advertise or manipulate children in marketing. And I can sit here and tell you all day that I don't believe my channel is geared towards children. But what I think a lot of creators need to understand is it's not my interpretation of the regulation. It's not YouTube's interpretation of COPPA. It's not a setting on your channel. It is the FTC. And as gamers, we have to understand what that means for us. Which kind of leads me to the second reason this is so easy for me. YouTube is not my full-time job. It never would have been. It never will be. If it is for someone in the gaming realm, your decision will probably be much harder than mine. And that's why I would ask anyone watching this, respectfully, don't go to another creator, particularly if they're larger than my channel, and say, well, this is what Ryan's doing, so this is what you should do. Because everyone has to take their own accountability. And my fear is that the FTC will look at gaming channels and see the subject matter only for what it is. Not the context, but the subject. The subject matter is toys that appeal to children and activities that appeal to children. They're video games. Regardless of what I do with it, regardless of how I create with it, the subject matter itself is a video game. I am not going to be in a position to defend my content to a $40,000 fine because someone is going to say you used a subject, being a video game, that appeals to children based on its rating, and we use that as an advertising vehicle. That's my decision. I cannot provide you legal advice. YouTube cannot provide you legal advice. They've already came out and said that. And if they can't provide you that advice, they can't provide you that protection. And I know, again, that there will be innocent victims in this. And I am okay. I am comfortable being the innocent victim because it is literally for the greater good. If I have to change my platform because someone would say that this channel or a gaming channel or any gaming channel is marketing towards children for the sake of a child not being distracted or not being marketed towards or not being subliminally advertised to, I'm okay with that. I've came to peace with that. And in a way, I can argue that my channel is none of those things, but it's not my argument to have. There is no argument, and that's what I think most people don't understand. The interpretation is only the subject matter. And unfortunately, gaming channels fall into many of those categories. So until YouTube can literally do the impossible, which is provide us some sort of amnesty or some type of protection against these regulations, I don't feel comfortable continuing to put up content created with a game, knowing that subject matter conflicts with what they're telling us the fines are levied for. Anyone else that wants to do that is more than welcome to. But as I said, unless there are some stern changes, I see myself transitioning over to my Patreon, where I will provide literally the same exact content that I do now. I appreciate you guys, again, as I said in the beginning of the video, so much. I can't tell you what you've done for me. I think maybe what makes this most difficult isn't the monetary aspect of it at all. It's the fact that no matter what happened in my day for the past 10 years, I could come to my channel and watch someone who genuinely appreciated what I did. That gives you a feeling that really can't be replaced. It feels good to make content that people agree with, or people discuss, or people watch. And it's not everyone that has the opportunity given to them that you've chose to give to me. So it's not the fact that I'm worried about monetization loss. It's not the fact that I'm worried about advertisement loss. It's the fact that I have to worry about a third party, the FTC, viewing something as something it's not, and me not being able to defend it for what it actually is. And that's a decision that all of us have to deal with individually. And like I said, I spent a lot of time reflecting on this. And I know that I can't deal with the stress of worrying about a $40,000 per video fine for the sake of this was geared towards children. So with that said, I'll obviously continue out for the next foreseeable future. The link to all my videos will be down in the Patreon. Again, I'd ask that you be mindful and respectful of the other community members in the space, because we all have to make our own decisions. But ultimately, like I said, the biggest two things for me is, one, I believe in the regulation. I'm glad it's in place. Two, this isn't my job, so there's no fear of how are my bills going to be paid. And then obviously, like I said, the only thing I really had to worry about was losing some viewers. And I trust that, like I said, for $2 a month, you guys can find your way over to my Patreon. I appreciate the 8 or 9 minutes you spent listening to this. And I can only say it a couple more times. I will be back in the week with more commentary.